Okay, how did you use the modes to improvise? This is the last mode. It's been a while. Somehow the holidays turned into 4 months. And there's a lot to explore beyond learning all the modes in position, but this is the last mode in position, the Locrian mode. Um, for those of you that have been following along, we're exploring the modes from the simple perspective of how to use them to improvise. So, for the examples, just gonna be an A major. In fact, let's just get a little loop in here real quick. Okay, so we'll have that available to us. So, at this point, let's just turn that off for the moment. So up until this point, whether you've memorized all these modes or not, in the beginning at the very least, hopefully you've gravitated to one or two of the positions. First position being natural major, which is Ionian. So going through the rest of the modes, you're going to come full circle to the Locrian. So the Locrian is just a half step down, so you're in G sharp / A flat. It's half step whole. Starting with the sixth string, it's half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, one whole step, and then half step, whole step. So if you're playing an A major chord, let's see if my loop was ridiculous or not. All right, good enough. So this scale isn't terribly different than. Let me turn this down here. Too loud in my own ears. Isn't too much different shape-wise than the Phrygian mode. It's just in a different position. So again, Phrygian would be here. That's third position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, seventh position is the Locrian. Now again, all of these modes I presented in A major. Once you've made all these connections, whenever I make the next video for this, again, there hasn't been too much interest, but every once in a while somebody asks me, how do you know what note is where or whatever? Well, this is my perspective. I know all the modes, I know them all in position, so I can kind of wander aimlessly around the neck, which is what I like to do. Now, this is the foundational information for music theory. All the chords come out of all these scales. Everything is built off of this. So it definitely, if you're on the path to learning music, knowing the modes in position, the scales in position, is a very good thing to do. So spending even a minor amount of time learning these, even if it's just, for instance, again, we're in A major, Ionian. Relative minor is always going to be the Aeolian mode, which is always going to be a step and a half below your major. So alternately, if you want to play. Now you're going to discover, oh, that's where the minor chord is. Or this is another minor chord in A major. So all those discoveries kind of come out of all of the, if you're playing, for instance, in the Dorian mode, okay, second position, A major. Okay, you can see that its natural chord is just going to be a minor chord. And again, it's very rudimentary. But now all of a sudden you're making a chord progression in A major that makes sense. And all of a sudden you're going to have musical ideas that work. So just some quick random examples, but let's see, now I'm jamming. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with my own stuff here. But in any case, there you go. There's the Locrian mode. I have it in the picture here in two positions, depending on whether you're somewhere up top in the neck. Or down here. All right, so I'm gonna mute the mic and do a little jam. So there you go. I've officially presented all of the modes connected in their positions. Now again, this is just an A major. If you're playing G major, everything shifts. They'll all stay connected. So you can, again, once you start making these connections, and you don't have to make all the connections at once. In the beginning for me, it was Ionian, Dorian, and Phrygian, and then the Aeolian. And then everything else was kind of the Wild West for me for a long time. And then over years, you say, all right, now I'm going to start layering in the Lydian mode. Just not much of a jump from the Phrygian mode, and then into the Mixolydian. And then before you know it, you're making all those connections. So it's something to be patient with, unless, of course, I'm not a brain surgeon. Some people do have a mind that can take on memorization really well. But for me, I always did it through improvising and playing and slowly making these connections as I played, like discovery. So you can certainly put yourself in a learning situation and learn these things. But in my situation here, this is how I'm using them to just jump in and do stuff real quick. Now, if you're playing with other people, it's still dependent on whether they know this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have to hear what they're playing and then leverage your knowledge. It's the difficulty in bands, isn't it? There's always somebody who knows music theory and then everyone else. So the person who knows music theory is the one who ends up bending to everyone else's will, because other people in the band's knowledge is limited. So which guy do you want to be, I guess? It's fun being both. But here we go. Let's see what we got. So there you go, A major Locrian. I threw in some 7th chords in there. I think just because I'd have to test my theory retention, but I'm pretty sure Locrian mode is 7ths. I don't know, it's been a long time. I don't think like that anymore. Some of this stuff I just do and then forgot why. But in any case, so going forward, I think what I'd like to do is, in the next video at least, is show. So for up until now, we've always started in natural major. I'd like to show how much different things sound if you start, say, in the Dorian mode, or if you start, say, in the Locrian mode. How it changes the complete perspective and mood on everything. That's where the real discoveries start to happen. So again, even if you've casually looked at these videos, brush up on your positions, because I'd like to start. So instead of, maybe in the next video, instead of A major, we'll start with minor Dorian, which is going to sound like this. Instead of this. So how, and then everything stays connected. So even if Ionion's the only mode you know the Dorian 2nd position. So if you don't know the Dorian yet, and I'm playing in A minor Dorian, you can just play in G Ionian, which is 1 step down. So again, I'd like to do some sort of video like that. Again, that's kind of the stuff I do when I'm improvising. So there you go.